It's been great. Just to see the looks on people's faces as you walk in the building. Some people were surprised. Even, the cafeteria lady, Miss Marie, walks up and gives me a big hug. It's just stuff like that that you kind of appreciate when you walk into a building. I know what type of locker room that we have here, so I never questioned being looked at differently when I was away. So, like I said, it's a blessing to be back. I'm just happy to be here.
Jesse, what prompted yesterday to be the day?
I don't know. You go through a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts of what's the right day, what's not the right day. Obviously, everybody's situation is a lot different. I just thought that it'll be a good time for me to come back a week before the preseason and be able to start building relationships with guys that just got here, guys that's going to be making the team these next couple weeks. I had a great time being away as well. The most time I've been able to spend with my family, most time I've been able to spend by myself alone. I think it was very impactful for me, so it was good.
At this time last year, you had said you thought you were next after Sam Hubbard got his deal. And here you are this year, still without a deal. Why do you think you haven't been able to get a long-term deal done with Vegas?
I don't know. I don't think that's my question to answer. I think it's a great opportunity for me to continue to present what I'm about, who I am, to this franchise and other teams as well. So, like I said, I'm looking at this as an opportunity to prove that I'm one of the best safeties in this league, and I'm not sure why I'm not paid yet, but this is, like I said, this is a great opportunity for me to create some wealth for my family. It's not a bad number at all. This franchise tag number isn't bad, so I'm not going to be naive to that. So like I said, I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here.
This is another year, but you had so much talent to begin with. Was this roster cut more difficult than the previous years?
I think it's always difficult for a number of reasons. Those can change from year to year. Different position battles you got brewing. You got to balance injuries into the equation sometimes on how you're going to manage all that. But this year felt very similar to most years, and it's tough to break bad news to some guys. It's fun to give good news to others. But I do feel good about where the roster's at right now.
Welcome to the Queen City Stripes podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shouts out to my co-host, Maverick man. Tell him what's up, broski.
What's up on Roster Tuesday?
Hell yeah, man. Episode 30, Dark 30. I messed up on the last one. I think I said it was like episode 28, but it's really 29.
Man, I don't even keep count.
It's all good, man. If you haven't, man, like I said, we got lots to get into today, man. Today was the final cuts. Today is Tuesday, August 30th, man. It's a lot to get into. If you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe if you like the episode and like the channel. But let's get into it, bro. But first thing is first. The man is back. Jesse Bates is back, bro. Bro, Mav, once I saw like on social media that he arrived at the facility early bird as usual. Early in the morning, arrived to the facility. I was like, bro, I jumped with joy in here, bro. Literally when I was on my computer, I was like, oh shit. You seen Hardball before with Keanu Reeves when he was coaching the urban youth in the baseball game. Yeah, my ass was jumping up like G baby. I was jumping up like G baby going to first base, get my first hit, bro. I was like, oh yeah, we going back. It's official, bro. Now we got him Vaughn, and Dax, the defense is set, bro. Like it's set in stone. Like it has to be a repeat at this point. They have to make it, bro. You literally have everybody back with a lot of key additions. But first things first, we get to all those key additions and all that shit. What is your thoughts of Jesse Bates being back, bro?
Oh, I mean, I already knew
We called it, though. We called
he was
it.
going to be back. He wouldn't sit out the whole season.
Yeah, we called it.
I'm just hoping that, Dax Hill's going to get his fair, shot out there. I like to see a lot of packages with him and Bates in the backfield versus him and Bell.
Yes, sir.
I just hope we get 100% Bates. I would understand he's not going full throttle because franchise tag, you're looking for that long contract.
Mm-hmm.
So I know last year he said he was playing angry. I want to see him play angry again, but I also have a feeling he'll play a little more conservative because he doesn't want to risk an injury being under a franchise tag and pulling a Dak Prescott. So
that or Earl Thomas, or there's a lot of names we could list on that. But yeah, I could see that. And that if we're looking at both ways, I could see it in that way, definitely. But looking from the press conference that he had, like after he signed the shit and they did a little interview, he seemed like he's doing that, keeping that same energy from last year. He said, like, he was like, all right, the tag price, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. But he's like, I have to show what I could bring to the table so I could earn that contract, that basically what he wants. But I mean, but who knows how it could play out. But like you said, if he's healthy, he plays smart, plays aggressive, and keeps that chip on his shoulder, because since it's like he's returning, now it's like you got to show and prove, because it's like not only you're showing and prove to the Bengals organization that like you deserve that contract, potentially other teams might want to look at you too. So it's like it's like a investment, like you're like a stock at this point. So it's just like if you half-ass, you might go down, but if you play consistent and play aggressive and make playmaker like plays, your stock will increase, and you possibly might get that contract, man. And you possibly might get it.
There's no doubt in my mind he'll get that contract, but it's not going to be with Cincinnati.
Mm-mm.
We have too much on the line on the offensive side of the ball, which we've already discussed
Mm-hmm.
before.
Yeah,
that's going to be Dax Hill's spot.
Mm-hmm.
So take advantage of the fact that you're going to have Bates back there as well this year and finish what you started last year.
Thank you. I like that. Finish what you start. It's unfinished business here. Definitely unfinished business. But I mean, man, it's just like if he, let's say hypothetically, he has a great season, great season, great season, like how he did last season, but just even better, to the next level. I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, because when we get into the wide receivers with Tyler Boyd, I mean, do you think you think Bates would be open to accepting a lower payment?
No, because if he would have done it already.
Facts. I think so too, man.
He would have done it already. Whatever offer he had, and he already turned it down. That was the best that the Bengals were going to offer.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to take anything less. So,
because I'm sitting here yeah, I agree with you. I don't see him taking anything less, unless he's after this season, and let's say we potentially Super Bowl champions or whatever, unless he potentially all right, this is a family hood. I made a brotherhood here. I'm staying, and just they give him whatever the median price be. I mean, everything's on the table. We don't really know what's going to happen after the season, but it's just every possibility is on the table. Whether it's he leaves after the season, or he decides to take a pay cut and stay the season, or he takes the median part and they give him just enough to where it's deserving the price he gets, but it's just it's not the price that he was expecting. So it's A, B, and C.
You also got to remember that it's a contract even offer. Is the contract offer still even there from Cincinnati? They're doing their due diligence with the franchise tag and that. We'll have you still for one more season, but our offer was the best offer we're going to give you. And if you turn it down, the offer's off the table.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely a possibility too, because like there's a lot of contracts, big contracts coming up. They got to figure out. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like I said, we just looking at it all ways. Like anything is possible, but it depends on how this season goes. Really, it depends on how everything plays out. But yeah, man. Any other thoughts on Jesse Bates, bro? Before we get off this dude,
No,
I'm just glad he's back. I'm just glad he's back.
No,
You know,
I
mean,
had
it means a
feeling he was
lot.
going to be back. I'm glad he's back for this season, which I knew he was
Yes.
going to be anyway.
Yeah,
Let's see what
man.
happens, how they play this season now.
Mhm.
But to me, the future's bright with Dax Hill, so I'm not really concerned with it.
Oh yeah, this is definitely like a development year for Dax Hill, like just to learn like under Jesse Bates and shit. But like yeah, I'm with you, man. Like but like I said, we'll see how it plays out. You said you didn't watch you weren't able to watch the final preseason games, bro.
Yeah, I was out
like
of town for that one. The second preseason game, I had a red screen half of my game. The one game I was able to watch, for some reason, they were having signal issues.
That's just the funny because you was like, you said it to me, you was like, yo, are you got a red screen? I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm in a different area. I was like, I don't got the screen that everybody's looking at.
I put it out on Facebook and everybody was commenting they had the same issue. So it wasn't just me.
Yeah, it wasn't just you. It was a lot of people. It was a lot of people that had the blood red screen.
Yeah, most people like me, the first thought is, I did pay the bill, didn't I?
Facts. Hey, that would have been my first reaction too. Like, what the fuck? Because I know if I was you, I'd have been like, Rebecca.
I was flipping other stations. I'm like, let me see. I was like, okay, the other stations work. So I did definitely pay the bill.
Yeah, you've been calling the old lady real quick. Like, hold up. Hell no. Take that bag of oranges back. We got to pay this damn bill. But yeah, man, all right, I watched all three of the preseason games. My final take on this shit was, man, I had like Kendrick Pryor was lighting it up. Not gonna lie to you, the wide receiver Kendrick Pryor, he was lighting it up. Yes, he had some mishaps. The last game, he had a muff punt return, like he dropped the motherfucker. But outside of that, bro, he was like another version of Alden Tate. Like he was giving me Alden Tate like vibes, but it wasn't very consistent. Well, like Alden Tate, it wasn't very consistent. But
preseason warrior.
He was making like when it came to playmaking, like catches and like important moments, he was making them. Like even like when he messed up, he corrected it by making a great catch. Yo, it's probably like the most beautiful pass I've seen fucking Brandon Allen through his whole entire time here. Literally, yeah. Caught him on the sideline, 2 feet in, deuces, catch. I was hyped. Another person that stood out. What's his name? He's like another Logan Wilson. It's like Johansson. Hold on, bro. Let me get this name right. I ain't trying to mess up his name. I ain't gonna disrespect him like that. I'm really not. But he was like, yeah, Johnston. Last name is Johnston. Clay Johnston. Yeah, he led the whole preseason, bro. He led the whole preseason with 29 tackles, bro. His recovery speed is like, I don't know if he's faster than Logan Wilson, but he was very quick, bro. Like very, very, very quick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like he was dope. Then I'll be honest with you, bro. I'll point out basically just those two. Chris Evans did Chris Evans, shit. Like I say, he did really well. But I think the only person I was really disappointed in was the Thaddeus Moss thing. I think that was the only thing. I think out of all the players, I was disappointed in the Thaddeus Moss.
I was hoping he would get his shot, but I understand what the way the direction they went.
Yeah,
the other guy's able to block a whole lot. It's a great blocker.
Yeah, man.
And I get it.
Yeah, he fumbled the bag big time. Like, I mean, yeah, he fumbled the bag big time. But we'll see how that shit plays out. Justin Rigg, the guy we got from Kentucky, the tight end for Kentucky, he did really well. Like he caught a touchdown pass in the final game with the Rams. But yeah, man, like that's just the only ones. But like I've been telling y'all, bro, like, hold on, what do I have on here? Because I need to double check before. All right. I'll just say this real quick. It's a quick take because I know we're going to get into it later. This Brandon Allen thing, they need to figure this out. We've been saying this shit, man, since last year, bro. But this Brandon Allen thing, they need to figure it out because I'm gonna just point out this last game, and this points out basically the reenactment I did the first season. He's just so like indecisive, bro. It was like, I think it was third. It was like 3rd and 4, maybe. It was like 3rd and 4. He had Chris Evans out, literally, like he had like 15 yards in front of him for the first down. He literally, like, because he's a right-hander. So the moment you get the ball, your body is open facing this direction. So it was just like he's seen it, but he saw the cornerback 15 yards back. He did one of them oh shit moments. He was like, yeah, shit. Like, and then like he looked left. He turned his body all the way this way while Chris Evans standing there. He turned his body this way, like, fuck. And then like, then he's the here goes nothing guy. He throws it to the middle in like almost triple coverage to what is his name? Lattister, whoever the guy's name is, man. He's a wide receiver. I want to get his name right because I'm not going to get off of him like that. But like, I was like, bro, I was like, yo, he has to like, I don't know what it takes, man. Like, but he has to figure that shit out. I can't find dude's name, but it was a wide receiver, man. Last name starts with an L. Like Lattister or some shit. But he did pretty good too. Like he was doing some game-changing plays too, but like in the first 2 games. The last one, he was
Kwame Lassiter.
Thank you, Lassiter. Thank you. I can't even find. I got all these notes. Yeah, Lassiter, bro. Like his ass. Yeah, like he threw it in triple coverage in the middle to his ass. Damn near dropped the money. Damn near dropped the bag of money. So like, good thing they got the first down. But yeah, man, it's just like he has to figure it out, man. I don't know what type of offseason training he does, but like he don't even look like a solid number 2 at all. But we're gonna get all to all the other shit later. But other than that, like that's the only thing that stood out because again, like you said, the offense is real dry, like when he's out there. So you're not really see too much offensive production. Like,
It's very one-dimensional.
It is, You think you're watching junior high football damn near with star players, and it's like, dude don't know how to throw. So it's just like, it's on that type of moment.
Well, also in all fairness, he also didn't have none of the number 1s out there either.
That too. But I mean, yeah, that too. It's just amazing how people look like when we went to the back together Saturday, how he looked at practice. he looked dope. Like he looked dope. Because remember the last episode, I was like, yo, when we came back from that back together Saturday, I was like, man, Brandon Allen, I was like, he was doing all right. I was like, he's doing all right. I just said, all right. I ain't giving him full flame, but he's all right. He can get the wick, but not the full flame. Like he could get it started, but not the whole flame. So I'm just like, okay. And I just remember the conversation I had with the guy next to me, stranger. And he was like, oh, like I'll take Brandon Allen for a number 2. I was like, really? Like, for what? He's like, he knows the offense. I was like, really? Wait till the preseason starts and then look what happened. It was just stagnant.
I expressed my whole thing with Allen last year. I'm not a big fan of Allen's.
Hell nah. Like,
I get why he's there. He understands, he knows Taylor's system.
Yeah, man.
Like the back of his hand. I get all that, but what it boils down to is execution, and he's not the best at the execution, in my opinion.
He's not the guy. He's not the guy. But let's get into it, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this past week, I knew this was coming, playing the Rams with the joint practice. I knew this was coming. We got to talk about this. Like I said, we got a lot to get into. What's your thoughts on that fight at the practice, man?
I mean, it was already starting a day before where somebody brushed Burrow and almost a fight broke out. You already knew the tensions was there.
Yeah.
But I blame whoever was involved in getting this joint practice thing scheduled.
Same.
You're already going to have a tough time with with 2 different teams going at it in practice anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't do the Super Bowl matchup and have them going up against each other.
Exactly.
It's just
toxic.
It was a bad setup for me.
Yes, it was. It was toxic from the beginning.
There's bad blood from us losing.
Yep.
And of course some of them are gonna, they're when they hit each other, they're gonna make a little snip, little run around a little bit.
How's that ring, how's that ring, motherfucker?
It's like this was a bad setup from Jump Street. Completely
Terrible.
bad setup from Jump Street.
Terrible, bro. It's like the wild. I just could just watching that viral video, man. It gave me flashbacks to the Reds and Cardinals. It literally gave me flashbacks. What was that dude named Chapman? He was just kicking, but this time it was Aaron Darnold.
Right.
This time it was Aaron
Darnold.
This time it was Aaron Darnold doing, like, I'm not saying he was kicking, but this dude was deuced up like on some Donkey Kong shit. He had both helmets. He had both helmets in both hands. Dude was swinging, but the most part, like, they kept zooming in on was he was connecting with somebody. I don't know who he was connecting with, but he was connecting with somebody. I was just like, bro. But whoever pushed him over, I still don't know who pushed him over.
I think it was Collins.
Damn.
From the reports I was seeing, it was Collins that came right up. The sheriff, the bodyguard.
Collins did that?
Knocking Darnold on his ass. I think that was Collins. What I want to know is I don't know who Darnold connected with.
Yeah, I don't know who connected.
I mean, you heard the thud.
Yes.
I just don't know who the hell he connected with.
And he swung that. I tell you, bro, he was swinging that shit like Donkey Kong, bro.
Oh,
like,
yeah. He sure the hell was.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was Volson. I thought it was Volson that knocked him over. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It could have been. I don't know. I really don't know.
It's hard to tell because everybody was just in one spot. It was just mad people in one spot. But whoever knocked him on his ass, damn, that's like lifting up a damn Ford Ranger or some shit. Like, and just tipping it over like with ease. Like, it's like you had to pull a hernia. If it was me, I would have pulled a hernia. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. He had to pull a hernia, man. Like, but that shit was crazy. But like I said,
you shouldn't have had a Super Bowl matchup as a preseason game. I mean, as the game itself, fine, whatever. But I wouldn't have had them as joint practice. I would have had a different team doing a joint practice and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and just with that, like being said and what we saw, I don't like the joint practices just due to it's so possible for somebody to get injured. It could be a season-ending like injury or like
you'll get that in a regular practice.
Oh yeah, I know in a regular practice, but at least it's against the players. But when you're going against like another team, and then like you said, with like all the emotions so high from basically the Super Bowl and everything, and then like they all got social media, so I know they're seeing everything, the reporters and everybody's asking the same damn question, and it's like it's bringing that memory back in the form. And then you're seeing the people still, people are still playing the damn game tape to this day, like of the Rams game. So I'm just sitting here like, bro, like, just let it go. We on to a whole nother season. We're going to correct the wrongs and make them right. But I don't like the joint practices at all, bro. It's like ever since that shit happened with the Texans with DeAndre Hopkins and I forget the guy's name, the cornerback that was there. And he literally he juked him so bad, busted his damn ankle when he was out for the season, just easy shit like that. It's just like like you said, I know it's possible for happening in practice, but like I feel like the intensity is different when you're going against another team. Like the mentality is different. So it's just like I don't like that shit at all. Like I know they're going to keep it just so it kind of prepares them for like the season and game scenarios and game situation. But it's just like I don't like it at all, bro. It's just too possible for somebody to get hurt. What's your thoughts on it, man? On the joint practices?
I mean, I'm fine with the joint practices. Again, I think the setup being the Super Bowl rematch ordeal is the wrong way to go.
Yeah.
Wrong team.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really want to do teams that are rivals. You don't really want to do teams that was in this situation from a Super Bowl or AFC championship, like having us and KC doing the joint practices and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's just crazy, man. I don't know. It's just
with
crazy.
How many fights that broke out this preseason during the joint practices, maybe it's just better off just to end it.
Yeah, man. Just across the league, there was shit going on. It's just like, That's all I was like, man, what's in that jungle juice? I know it's still in y'all system.
Here we go.
Yeah, man. I know it's still in y'all system, man. What's in the jungle juice, man? But hey, if y'all know what we're talking about, hey, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to get too much in depth into that, but somebody that's basically resigning in December that was giving out the jungle juice has permitted the jungle juice to everybody. So it is what it is. But it's just crazy, bro. But I think the best thing though that came out of it was the turnout for the last preseason game, bro. They had over 62,000 in that joint. And
I mean, even though it was all the backups and most people that weren't going to pick the teams anyway, it was still the Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, it was still a nice turnout.
So people wanted to see that.
It's still a nice turnout. And with that being said, I expect that stadium to be full at all times, every home game this season. No joke. But on the aftermath of this, I guess they served like a punishment in-house just with the Rams.
Yeah, just a slap on the wrist ordeal. And
yeah.
It wasn't in a game. When you're using helmets as weapons, you need to have some type of suspension.
Oh, you think he should have a suspension?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I'm about to say
the type of injuries that can happen. I mean,
possibly.
Look at the Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. The difference was one was a real game, one was practice. Either way, you're using equipment as a weapon.
Yeah.
Now, what if he made contact with whoever's helmets he had in his hand with a bear skull?
Whew.
You know what I mean?
That shit, bro.
To me, there's no room in the league for that type of shit. If people wanted to get on podcast, perfect for all the shit he did, but he ain't never hit nobody in the head with another helmet.
Yeah, he never did no shit like that.
If he did, his own head was inside it still.
Facts. And we saw that clear as day on the film.
I mean, I'm just saying, they give him so much shit, but with Aaron Donald, because he's Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
We'll give him a fine maybe in-house. It's just going to go to charity. He'll be fine. He'll still be starting day one. So, whatever.
Yeah, it's a wild situation. Like, I'll look at it both sides. Like, yeah, I think at least, like, let's say if I ask you, how many game suspension you would think you would do if you was the commissioner?
I would do the same thing as Myles Garrett.
What was it? 3, 5?
No, I think it was 6-game suspension. I think.
Holy.
I think I don't remember for sure.
Okay.
I want it, but for some reason 6 is what's in my head.
Damn. Okay. Damn. I mean,
I could be wrong. For some reason, that's just what's in my head.
It sounds reasonable because it's assault, like you said. Yeah. So it's just like, I got, I was thinking 3. If it had to came to it, I was thinking 3. But at the same time, there's a lot of hypotheticals, like you said, this goes on even with individual practices, just fights, not people using helmets as weapons. And
fights
then there's
thing, but doing that, no.
Yeah, it's just, I guess it's up to the people that was there, man. But if they didn't, if they ain't tripping about it, then it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, man, like that shit. I just know that shit was crazy. I knew that was coming though. It didn't take long at all. It didn't take very. It was literally day one. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Yeah, you good? You good? You good? Yeah, you shaking? You shaking? Yeah. Day 2. Fuck you, bro. Like literally, bro. Like it literally like it went from a nice greet to like all hell broke loose on day 2. Like I don't know what was in the air that day, because they said it started with was it Collins? They said like something happened. They say he took off his helmet, threw it at old boy, not him, but he threw it at.
There was stuff leading up to it earlier in practice, and it just boiled over.
And then it just took bro. But good thing they were like in their little situational mode. They were like 2 plays, and they were like, you know what, like let's just call it, which was the right move, because they would have kept that shit going. It would have got worse.
Right.
Literally, Like the next block would have been a chop block. No joke. No joke. Somebody would have got hurt immediately. But yeah, man, we could get off this though, bro. What else we got? Dun 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 dun. It's time, y'all. They have announced the 53 roster. And let's look at who got the stripes and who's going to be on JV or not playing at all.
There's one position that has me a little irritated.
I'm gonna name these names, even though these names is pretty wild. We got the safety Cal Adomidas. No way. They got rid of QB Jake Browning?
Well, they weren't going to keep 3.
Punter Drew Chrisman.
That's what
Offensive,
upsets me.
yeah. Offensive tackle Devin Cochran. Defensive tackle Dominique Davis. Tight end Nick Eubanks. Guard Lamont Galliard. Well, he's injured. And guard Nate Gilliam. Linebacker Clarence Hicks. Cornerback Delonte Hood. Damn. Wide receiver Trent Irwin. Defensive end Raymond Johnson III. Linebacker Keandre Jones. Wide receiver, you said Kwame. How you say that last name? The Lassiter? Lassiter. Thank you, bro. Damn. Tight end Thaddeus Moss. Just got done talking about him. Guard Desmond Knoll. Running back Jaquise Patrick. Sorry, y'all. Wide receiver Kendrick Pryor. I'm shocked at that. Tight end Justin Rigg. Linebacker Tigray Scales. Damn. Defensive tackle Tyler Shelvin and defensive tackle Taquarius Tisdale. And the following players were cut: safety Trayvon Henderson, defensive end Noah Spence. Thank God. I'm cool with this one. Wide receiver Mike D. Thomas. And yeah, man. Damn. All right. So which ones that you disagree with? Definitely.
Well, the main one's Drew Chrisman.
Okay.
Because as much as I love Kevin Huber, I think it was time to pass the torch.
I agree.
You know, the other one is Trent Irwin. I thought for sure he would stay there.
Hey, but if you've seen the preseason, yo, Trent Taylor was making some dope ass catches. I'm sorry, that's another person I had to mention. He was making some dope ass catches, bro. Literally. And I hope he's on punt return. But go ahead, bro.
I mean, the Thaddeus Moss, I keep rooting for him just because of history with Burrow.
Same here.
I get the reason they chose the way they did because the one that they chose is a much better blocker, than Moss is. You know, you got Hayden Hurst. You know, I expect him to have an explosive year, and the wide receivers in that sometimes, especially towards red zone situations, have that extra tight end in there that's better at blocking. Opens some more things up.
We'll get into the tight end position later on. Like there's a lot to discuss about that one. That whole position as a whole.
I'm shocked about 4 running backs, but
oh hell yeah! I'm like, what the hell? Hey, but it is what it is. I'm shocked about the Kendrick Pryor. Like I said, he's making some plays, man. But dag. And the Jake Browning, this what I have to say. He's another person. I'll say he was like a sleeper. I'll call it a sleeper. I won't call him a number 2, but he was definitely like a sleeper because when he came in after Brandon Allen, like he was so like his play style compared to Brandon Allen likes to stay in the pocket. He's not really mobile, and his reaction time and his awareness is very slow. Jake Browning, bro, like he like the moment like he like it could be even a blitz coming from the outside, like he automatically moved to a different direction, or he's going left or right to find. He's trying to make the play, like regardless if it's scrambling with his legs or trying to throw the pass deep and then find somebody wide open. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that dude, Jake Browning. I liked it. I like from what I saw all 3 games. I like what I saw. It was very consistent, like all 3 games. Like his performance was like it was just. I won't call it electric, but it was energetic. Like it was energetic. So he was starting the engine. Like, when it was like shit was stale, he was getting shit going, moving the chains. Sometimes it would be like, 4 and out, but at least he was moving the chains. Like it wasn't stagnant. It wasn't like predictable plays like how we see with Brandon Allen. My ass almost said Brandon Marshall. But yeah, man. But this list, man, it's crazy. But I do agree with the punter situation. I thought Drew was gonna win that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. I thought he's gonna win that. But I mean, how many they usually keep on the practice squad? Even though it's practice squad, but
They'll get a lot of those guys back.
yeah, I'm sure they will. But like you said, I'm shocked they kept 4 running backs. Like Taylor must be up to something.
As long as I start seeing some 2-back formations, I'll be happy then.
Yeah, them some split back. I'm just shocked he did that, man. They got rid of. Damn. All right. You got any more to say about this roster, man? Before we get into the shits.
Nope.
And it's sad, bro, because
Most of it we already knew most of it anyway. It was just
Yeah.
a couple of spots.
That's all. That's basically what it was. It was just like particular spots that we're weak at, such as the tight end position. I would definitely say the QB2 position.
What I'm waiting to see now that I'm more curious of what the depth chart is going to be,
Yeah,
particularly left guard.
that's another one. Definitely another one. But damn, like the next topic was fucking Brandon Allen versus Jake Browning, but it's just like we can't talk about that no more because Jake Brown's not playing. So let's go to the battle for tight end. Who should be tight end 1, 2, and 3?
Oh, I mean, no doubt Hayden Hurst is number 1, and of course Drew Sample's going to be number 2. And then I can't remember who it was that they kept on there for number 3. My mind has gone blank, and I'm trying to find.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because Wilcox is there, bro. Michael Wilcox.
That's Wilcox. He's a much better blocker. Yeah.
Oh, bro, did he even? I'm not even sure if he got any reps. I'm really not even sure he got any reps, but it's cool. But I mean, I know you like Hayden Hurst. I mean, to me, he kind of like. I got to see it all happen in form because when I see him like practice video. I'll just say we got what we paid for. And it's like, it's room for improvement. I just got to see it happen starting week 1. So I'm not going to like shit on him now. I just got to see how it plays out. Like when we play the Steelers, because like from what I saw in practice, he had some good moments and there were some moments it was like, all right, it's just like, it was still almost like the same balance as Uzama, like almost, like literally almost. So it's just like, I just got to see how it plays out. The number 2, because I'm cool with him being number 1 as of now. But number 2, between Sample and Wilcox, I guess you just keep it how it was, bro. It would just be Hayden Hurst, Sample, and then Wilcox. And since Status Moss leaving, that's just, like I said, he kind of messed that up for himself, really, bro. This was his opportunity to shine after sitting out. He almost had a potential start with the Steelers when we played them the first meeting at Paul Brown Stadium when it was called Paul Brown Stadium, but he got hurt with the hamstring or groin, wherever it was in the warm-ups. Like, I don't know, bro. I got to see this tight end position play out because there is a name that's out there right now that the Bills just released. It's O.J. Howard. And I do remember the Bengals was looking at him like, I guess, like when he was coming into the draft.
Oh, he was a player I wanted really bad.
Yeah. So it's just, so.
I think he has an injury history.
Yeah, he does. That's just the only bad part. He has a history with injury. So it's like, yeah, you had that experience of support, but I'm cool with him being a tight end number 2 behind Hurst until we see what happens with Hurst in game 1. Like, I'm cool with grabbing OJ Howard for the number 2. Like, I'm cool with him grabbing number 2.
I expect big things from Hurst. People will be shocked and excited, I think.
I hope
personally,
so.
I already know what I'm expecting.
I hope so. Like, I won't say. I would definitely won't say because I'm not going to disrespect that man. He won't be like a Tyler Eifert. Hell no. Tyler Eifert's Tyler Eifert. When he had that record-breaking like season and he got hurt and all that shit, like that, Tyler Eifert was Tyler Eifert. He was lights out. But
that's how I look at OJ Howard. OJ Howard could be lights out, but just like Eifert, when you're made of glass, And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how it plays out. We're gonna see how it plays out. But to me, I think the Bengals should definitely look at like just kind of look in that direction before it's too late. Because other than that, ain't really nobody else out there. Tight end position wise. Yeah, like ain't really nobody else out there. Everybody else either old, like don't tell me Eric Ebron. Like I ain't trying to hear none of that. Like it's nah, bro. So it's just we gotta see how that shit plays out. Moving on to the battle for wide receiver number 4. Who should get that position, bro? Because I'm gonna let you know, like I said, yo, Trent Taylor looked nice, bro. I'm saying Trent Taylor off rip. He gave me Julian Edelman vibes, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know everybody saw it. They had to almost challenge it. Like he caught it on the sideline. It was almost like the catch that Jamar Chase caught with the Chiefs, where he had to extend his whole body. He had to like turn, had his left foot planted, and dragged the right foot and went out of bounds for the first down that basically gave to the game-winning field goal with McPherson. But bro, he's so consistent, bro. He consistent as hell, man. I'm not mad that they kept him, and then they basically let Trent Irwin like to get the rave. But I think Trent Taylor. What about you, man?
I'd say Trent Taylor over Stanley Morgan.
Yeah, Stanley Morgan, like, yeah, he did play, but I mean, he had like just many highlight moments. And the other person out there, oh yeah, it was Mike Thomas that they gave him out. Who else was there?
He may still re-sign.
Yeah, I can see it. That's Taylor's boy. They pretty much grew together pretty much. But yeah, at least we basically agreed on this part. Like basically Trent Taylor should get the wide receiver number 4. Like I said, he looked nice, man. I expect to see some shit from him this year too. But here we go to the next one, man. Carmen versus Volson, bro. Who should start that week 1?
Volson.
Steelers. I agree.
No hesitation from me whatsoever.
Yeah.
From what I did see, little bits and pieces of Carmen. Unfortunately, he missed some time with the COVID situation and that. They were hyping him up during the preseason, and when it came time to execute, from what little bits I've seen, I didn't see him execute anything. I think Volson won that.
He didn't do that good, bro. I agree. He didn't, man. Like the first game against the Giants, he
personally, I think it's all up here.
It is, man. And it could be the distraction with the case that we're talking about. We don't really got to get into it because y'all heard it from us like a little, y'all already heard it from us a lot, when we're talking about the last season. But yeah, man, it's just Volson been opening eyes, man. He been turning heads. Like he been holding his own, bro. Just being a rookie, he been holding his own, man. Like I agree. I think Volson should do it until Carmen gets to that mental state. I'm cool with him returning into the lineup, but it just, I mean, at least we didn't see him getting waived on the list.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's a good sign.
They were going to keep him one more year.
Yeah, that's a good sign at least.
He's a second-round pick. You're going to keep him at least one more year.
Man.
Might get cut next year.
It's possible.
But, they're going to give him another round to go this year.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I just hope he finds it mentally. I know the tabloids, I know the press, I know the reporters that, social media. I know people keep bringing that situation up, but it's just like, you gotta eliminate the distractions, bro. You gotta execute because it's a job, man. It's a job. Will he be able to get a job elsewhere? Yes, very possible. Very possible. I've seen more shittier people than him. I'm not calling him shitty, but I've seen way more shittier people. But it's just like it's definitely possible. But definitely, I agree. It should go to Volson. I think he should start. You feel like we should trade up for anybody before we start? Anybody in any position? Like I said, that QB2, I'm not trading, but I think we should. I'm telling you, I think we should pick up that QB2. That QB2, I know, like it made me mad. Like the 49ers resigned Garoppolo. And I was like, fuck. I thought he was gonna be on free agency. Cause that'd have been a nice number 2. Cause at this point, Mav, like the number 2 gotta be just as good as the number 1. Like the number 2 can't be like average like how it was back in the day. Where like when the number 1 went out, like it was just like, all right, number 2 came in, it was just like, all right, prepare for the bullshit.
Garoppolo's a starter in this league. He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
signing nobody to be no
hey,
backup.
I hear you. I hear you. But there's sometimes shit has to be made, and there's sacrifices that have to be made. And the way the league is right now, if his ass ain't over there with the Seahawks, then he's going to be a number 2 because they got Geno Smith and what's the other guy? Jake? No, not Jake. He was with Denver Broncos. Jake Locke or whatever. Locke.
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Yeah, Drew Lock. So you got Geno Smith and Drew Lock, and you're telling me?
And I think Geno got the starting nod.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Seattle.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm just like.
They're gonna be sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, they will. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if they don't look at him being good enough to be the starter for the Seahawks, and it's just like I got nothing else to say. That's why I'm just like, you're gonna have to make sacrifices in this league. Like, you know, you got to take the L. If you want to win, you just got to take the L and just sit back and just wait for your time, wait for your call. But he's one. If I had to name one, he was one. Sorry, he was one, but that's gone. Nick Foles was one. That's gone. So who, like, it leads to who's left? You got Cam Newton. Then you got the guy that hasn't played in almost 10 years that's been protesting. So it's just like, who else is out there other than these 2 individuals? Who else could just come out and just basically keep that same light, that same flame up, like with him being out? Because if we're not going to talk about these 2, then I'm going to say this, Mav. I'm cool with us going Wildcat the whole game. With Mixon doing the throwing, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Unless y'all can tell me somebody else between Cam Newton, Cat, who else? Who else is out there, bro? Who else is out there? Like I said, I'm not confident in the number 2 what we got right now. Like it's a wrap. It's like, yes, we got the defense. Yes, we had the offense. But when it comes to the quarterback, it's just like, if he don't have that confidence right now, he's never going to gain it at all. Like he's going to just keep discouraging himself, bro. So it's just like, that's all we got. Like I said, I'm cool with us going Wildcat at this point. If we can't find number 2, I'm cool going Wildcat. Straight up. What you think?
Man, they don't even talk about Wildcat no more. That was a good thing for a little bit with Miami, and then it all of a sudden just disappeared.
What else we got? It's like we got the weapons to do it. You keeping 4 running backs that you called out. So it's just like, how else you want to play it? How else you want to play the shit? You got the youngsters. You got Chase, Higgs. Some gonna have to give. If we got to this point, they have to figure this out. You can't be naive and like think like, all right, we're gonna go through the whole. I mean, yes, it's possible we go through the whole season and nothing happens. Yes, that's possible. But on the flip side, there's a possibility. Let's say if something did happen, how are you gonna play it out? And then just like if you're gonna go with this option, man, if we went with that option with Allen being there, dog. Let me hear your record prediction if we had Allen. I want to hear it. This is where I'm going to go with. Like, go ahead, bro. If Allen, like, it don't matter where you pinpoint the injury. Like, I just want to know what your final record will be.
I'll say 9-8.
Okay, that's respectful. Because that's still like a wild card in a way. You still kind of get the wild card, depending on how it plays out with other teams. Okay. But again, yo, that's too risky. I know they say high risk and high reward, but this is high risk and no reward, bro. High risk.
He knows the system like the back of his hand. He can run the 2-minute drills and everything else. He's the best option.
Yeah. Hold on, you said he's the best option?
Compared to what we have, yes.
I'm telling you, I would choose Mixon over him, bro. That's where I'm going with it, man. Like I had the confidence until I see him had the confidence as like he could be a potential starter on the Seahawks at least. Then it ain't nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing to talk about. If you can't beat out Geno and old boy from Denver, there ain't nothing to talk about. There ain't nothing to talk about. But we're not jinxing nothing, y'all. We're just putting it all on the table of the possibilities that could happen. But all right, we'll see how this shit plays out, man. But do I feel they should trade up for anybody? Nah, it was just that QB position I'm concerned on. That was it. But here we go to other news up next. Here we got the Steelers, man, and basically we'll call this basically Steelers week at this point. Yeah, basically Steelers week right now. Yes, we got like a whole week. Yes, I get it. We got a whole week, but I'm so calling it. It's preparation of Steelers week, man. Like I'm sure they've been plotting on this, like even like during the off season, they've been waiting on this. So let's get into it, bro. This game's on Sunday, 9/11, 1 p.m. What we got to do to win this game, man, on offense, defense, and special teams, man? What do you want to see? I might say, yeah.
I mean, defensively, you know, I don't know who their starting quarterback's going to be, if it's going to be Trubisky or if it's going to be Pickett.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, defensively, you just got to shut them down. I'm just, you know, I'm always concerned with their defense and TJ Watt and Mika Fitzpatrick in the backfield.
But hold on, my bad. I heard TJ Watt is injured. I don't know how long the injury is. They didn't announce anything, but
they still got 2 weeks out.
Yeah, they still got some weeks out. But go ahead. I ain't trying to on the road.
So, but I mean, it's your first game, official game back, you know, in now Paycor Stadium.
Yeah.
You know, open house crowd, fresh off the Super Bowl. It's going to be an electric atmosphere. They're going to be running on all cylinders. So I think the Bengals win this one.
Oh, yeah. Facts. I mean, I see them winning this regardless.
I can't say a score prediction because I haven't seen what the starters can do yet on either side.
Okay. I'm gonna still get mine just to put it out there. But for me, like I feel like they got to win this game on offense. It's just they got to be aggressive from the jump. And I'll go far as this, bro. Since with the offensive line, and then with the addition with the tight end, whether he's gonna be a blocker or not, I don't want to see these dudes punting at all. If it's 4th and 8, I expect you to go for. I don't care if it's on their own 30. I expect you to go for it. It's like it's too many weapons right now and healthy individuals to not make the best play what you got. Like it's just like that's where I'm at with that. On defense, play aggressive, ball hawk, and that's another thing I want to add on the preseason. It was a lot of ball hawking going on, which I loved, bro. Like a lot of people was playing the ball, trying to make the big play, a lot of strip fumbles, a lot of that was going on, bro. You just got to play aggressive. Like I said, do your assignments. And then also in defense, they're going to have to contain Najee Harris, the running back of the Steelers. Yeah. Do not let him get on the outsides. So Hendrickson.
I believe he's fighting some type of injury too. So.
Yeah, he is too. Yeah, as well. But if he is playing Hendrickson and Hubbard, they got to close those on the outside. And whoever it is, like BJ Hill and DJ Reader, whoever's in the defensive line, make sure you cover those gaps immediately, whatever it takes. I know
what they got with Trubisky.
Oh yeah,
the wild card is Pickett.
Yeah, that's yeah. I haven't seen really like a lot of like footage of Pickett to know if he's a major threat or whatnot. But we'll just play that out. And special teams, just do what you got to do. Assignments,
money, Mac.
Yeah, exactly. McPherson gonna do what he do, but yeah, man, that's basically what I got. Like that's all they gotta do to win this game. But they definitely have to contain the run, definitely, and definitely whoever's guarding Pickens, George Pickens, the one they basically been hyping up this whole offseason. Whatever it's Apple or Woozier or like whoever it is, like I said, like definitely play aggressive and definitely keep your eyes open, watch his movements. The moment like you see his eyes get big, the ball is close. Definitely try to make adjustment and like swat the ball, intercept the ball, whatever you got to do. But that's basically only two people they got to worry about, really. I mean, yes, they got Claypool, that's cool, but like I don't see him really doing much.
Either way, I see Pittsburgh's offense playing really sloppy.
Yeah.
As long as I keep wanting to say Paul Brown Stadium.
You're good, bro.
The fans in Paycor get loud, scream.
Either
way, Pittsburgh has a new quarterback out there. Both of them just learned the system, and that
Thank
there's
you.
gonna be a lot of constant holding their ears,
Yep.
trying to get the play.
Thank you, man.
Misdirections and a lot of confusion. Just keep them on their toes.
Thank you,
screw up
man.
themselves.
Thank you, Mav. That was the next thing I was getting into. That was the next thing I get into. Yeah, the crowd's going to the Bengals going to have to keep the crowd loud. That's why I said like you literally going to have to. You literally
off the Super Bowl. It's gonna.
I already know.
You'll be able to hear it where you live.
Oh yeah. I already know, bro. But I'm just saying like you're going to have to keep that crowd loud because the moment you like when that whatever happens, and if that crowd that volume comes down, then that's when they having like slight control of the game. So it's just like you got to keep that crowd amped. So that's what I'm like, you got to do electric plays, go for it on fourth, make a statement to the NFL, to the teams everywhere that we ain't to be played with. Like this ain't your old Bengals anymore. Like, we said that last year, but nobody predicted us to be where we were at. So like right now, you got to make the statement and make the repeat. And it starts with week 1. That's what it starts with. My score prediction, bro, I got 38-13. Easy. 38-13.
14 for Pittsburgh, but I don't know what to give with the Bengals. I was going to say like 28 or some shit, 31.
It's reasonable. I expect them to be lights out. But yeah, I got 38-13. I expect them to be lights out. I expect, like, if I was going to like predict like just like how it's going to go out, hypothetically, let's say we kick, receiving the ball in the second half, first play of the game, pick 6, crowd, yeah. Then of course they get the ball back, hopefully a 3 and out, and then yeah, they just go from there, bro. They just got to set the tone early. That's on how they're going to win this game. As long as you set the tone and you keep the crowd involved, like they're going to get this game easy. It's easy peasy. Anything else to add? You want to add on this before we go into the NFL news?
Nope.
All right, y'all. This is the last time we're going to mention this, and I promise, the last time we're going to mention this, bro. This is the last time, ladies and gentlemen. It's the last time we're going to mention this. The damn Watson update. So they came to the conclusion. Hold on, bro. They came to conclusion, bro, and they're going to do suspended 11 games. All right. And he'd be scheduled back. They set this up perfect. He'd be scheduled back on week 13 against the Texans, bro. You gotta take to this, bro. You gotta take.
Well, the obvious conclusion is they didn't want him anywhere near Tom Brady, so that's why they extended the extra game.
Yeah,
and
man.
This whole thing wrote itself. The team he chose to go to is Cleveland, which has a massage convention going on. The first game he gets to come back is against his prior team that got this whole thing started.
Right.
It all writes itself.
Hell yeah, man. And then it's almost like it's time wasted. It's like if you were going to make this decision anyhow, this could have been made in April. This decision could have made after March and April. Like once he got there and they figured everything, that everything came out on the table with the 26 or whatever. If you were going to make this decision beforehand, because it went to a court, the lady said like, all right, this should happen. They was like, nah, we don't like that. Even though it went to legal court, for the second time, she said, all right, it should only go, what was like 3 games, 6 games? It was one of those. 6. It was 6 games. I was just like, all right. So then it segues to, okay, nah, like we're going to bring in another party. And then it's like, all right, nah, we don't like that. And it's like, all right, this is the final decision. We're going to make it 11 games. And it's just like, boom, that's what it is. And the thing is, bro, he still wins on this deal because he's not necessarily losing in any of the contract money.
I'm just glad there's conclusion we can move on from.
It's over.
I'm tired of hearing it.
It is, bro. It got dragged out way too long, man. It got dragged out way too. We've been hearing about it for like 2 years now. It's been dragged out. But off of that, now a new situation in your NFL news. Okay, the punter from the Bills, Matt, or was it Araiza?
Yeah, the punt guy.
I guess the allegations and what is said against him, because I want to say this right, so I'm not coming off like weird, but I want to say this right. I guess back in San Diego State University, when he was in college, I guess at a party, I don't want to say like the title, but I'll just say I'll say an aggressive entanglement happened. They call it gang bleep. That's what they call it. But it just like, I don't know the background information of this shit. I mean, they have said the background information on how it played out. The victim did do a rape test, and I mean, they
also have a recording of him telling her that he had chlamydia or something.
Yeah.
She needs to get tested. All the evidence seems to already kind of be there.
Dude sound beyond foul.
Yeah.
Beyond foul. But
I think they reacted in the appropriate way.
They did.
With cutting and releasing him.
Yeah.
Right off rip.
But do you see the differences like in the two situations of like when it came to like evidence?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it was very solid on one end, and the other end it was just, you know, like he said, she said. But it's just like she literally went through the whole process of like literally, you know, salute to her. I hope she's okay. And it's just like, man. But like you said, they made the right move. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Like, this is gonna be a long season because I'm gonna let y'all know this ain't it. How many NFL teams are there? How many players involved? It's only a matter of time when it gets to like after the first couple of weeks and it gets to the real, like, I'm not gonna say it's not real all the way because it is real all the way, but when it gets to the heat of the moment, you're gonna start seeing some shit pop out of nowhere, and you heard it here first. And it's like, I don't think this shit's over. But yeah, definitely salute to her. Definitely salute to the Bills organization for handling it the right way. Because what the guy said, the owner, he said, yo, we're not going to release him until we get all the facts, which is respectable. Like, you know, until we get all the facts. And then they got everything. They got the, like you said, the audio, all that. It's just like, they had valid, like, proof. Audio, like, all that shit. Testimony, they all that. But yeah, that's over with on that. Other news, yo, did you hear about the Aaron Rodgers interview on Joe Rogan? Like I said, I don't like I don't like to promote other people's podcasts, but this is kind of major because I don't know any other NFL players that he I don't know if he interviewed any NFL players, but
the whole thing with Aaron Rodgers is because just becoming a drama queen scenario ordeal, and I'm over that. I'm glad I'm not a Packers fan. I care less for it. I mean, the more and more he's showing how selfish he is and shit, I really don't care.
It's wild.
I know. He's getting off the rails, man, at this point.
But Matt, what I gotta say is this the new era, like where we snitching on ourselves? Like we convicting ourselves of what we did? Like it's like, okay, the main purpose of being on was basically to hear from the horse's mouth on what he meant by the immunized. I'm immunized. You know, the post conference when they asked him if he was vaccinated, and he said, "I'm immunized," or whatever the fuck he said. He gave some wild word instead of just saying no or yes.
I forgot about that whole.
My man went to the Webster motherfucking dictionary and found immunized. So I'm just like, all right, like, let's go with this. So I'm looking up the word immunized. I'm like, okay, why don't you just say no? And allegedly, well, not even say allegedly. He says he was allergic to one of the products that was inside the vaccine, which you can't really read, to be honest with y'all. Like, I can't pronounce all that shit that's in the jungle juice. I don't know why I said that shit, but yeah. I can't even pronounce all that stuff that's in the jungle juice, but it's just like he literally, bro, like he was literally confessing. He was sober as hell. He was like, I don't know if Rogan is God, but like, it's like, is this the new era? Like, literally, like, we snitching on ourselves. Like, this dude said he was on perks or some shit, like while he was playing, just to get through the games and shit. Like, like, bro, I don't know. I don't know. It's just wild, man. Like, it's wild. And I know they're gonna be on his ass here soon. They're gonna be on his ass. Like, don't let this shit, y'all don't be fooled. He might have got away the first time. Hey, what did George W. Bush said? Fool me once, shame on, shame on me or shame on you. Yeah, like fool me twice, get fooled again or some dumb shit like that, bro. It's on that type of level, bro, because like the NFL has like literally the Batman light on them, bro, with all this shit, domestic violence, the jungle juice, all this shit going on, bro. But him going on there and just basically like, I get it, like they probably cool, he was comfortable, he was just speaking his truth, he wouldn't just get it off his chest. I get all that, but like, man, like I told y'all on the last episode, if y'all think the jungle juice fiasco is over with, like we're gonna see how this year plays out. We're gonna see how this year plays out. But with this situation, bro, like he done it. He done it with everything he was saying, bro. He definitely done with everything he was saying. But definitely salute to him, man. I wish him best of luck on how that's gonna play out. But yeah, man. That's crazy. That's why we're in the snitching era right now. But another thing I saw before we get out of here, bro. All right, you know how they got the little championship rings, right? Like, you know, everybody was posting, they got the little championship rings, the Bengals AFC championship rings. There's a person that posted, I don't know where they posted it at, but they're trying to sell that shit for $500.
Oh, I've seen way more than that.
I'm about to say, I literally screenshotted that shit, bro. I was just like, yo, you can't be serious, man. But at the same time, yes, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. I'm not here to judge what you do with your items. Like that, I'm not that type of person. But man, it's like it's the first one. Like you won't want to keep it. Like, I mean, I don't know what you got going on in your livelihood, but you don't want to keep that. Like it just, you can get more for $500. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought that shit was funny as hell, man. And another thing, bro. Baker Mayfield, he ready for that week 1, bro.
I heard. I saw it. We all knew that was coming, and I hope he destroys them.
I hope so too.
I hope they just
bro. I hope I see that dude on the sideline. Give me that old school Oklahoma, how he was grabbing his nuts, talking shit.
I was gonna say, don't talk about the flag thing.
Oh no, not that. No, but just like talking shit from the sideline, grabbing his nuts. Like, man, what's up? Y'all wanna do this? Y'all wanna do this to me on some Denzel shit? Y'all do this to me? On some shit like that. But just to keep in mind, y'all, the Browns hasn't won a week 1 since 2005. But keep that in mind. I rest my case.
It'll extend.
I rest my case, man. But his clear words, man, he said he gonna fuck them up, and I hope so. That's gonna be a game to watch, man. That's gonna be a game to watch. But yeah, man, that's all we got for y'all today, man. Keep in mind, like I said, we're gonna be live streaming on September 11th for the first game, week 1, right here on Queen City Strikes podcast on YouTube. Anything else you want to add, Matt, before we get out of here?
Nope, just ready for the season to officially begin.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, we finally here, y'all. The wait is over, finally. If you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe. Please share with a friend, whatever. I know I said like share with a homeless person, but hey, you never know. Never know. You never know if they got a phone or not, bro. That's all we got for y'all today, man. I'm your man, Ray Summers. That's my man, Mavy Mav. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Damn, anything else want to add? Hell no. I don't got anything else to add. Only thing else to add. But that's all we got for y'all today, man. We love y'all. Like I said, we'll give y'all a hoo-day.
Hooray.
Hell yeah, man. We love y'all. We out, baby.